Did you know that over 4.2 million Filipinos currently reside in the United States? That's right. The Filipino community is one of the largest Asian American groups, with a strong presence in multiple states. But which states have the highest number of Filipinos? You might be surprised. From the East Coast to the West, Filipinos have built thriving communities, contributed to the economy, and enriched American culture. In this exciting countdown, we're unveiling the top 10 U.S. states with the largest Filipino populations, along with some jaw-dropping facts you don't want to miss. Do you live in one of these states? Drop a comment below and share your experience as a Filipino in the U.S. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you're proud to be part of the Filipino-American community. Now, let's get started. You won't believe which state takes the number 1 spot. 10. Virginia. Virginia is home to 110,000 Filipinos, with large communities in Virginia Beach, Norfolk, and Fairfax County. A major factor behind this is the state's strong military presence. Many Filipino-American veterans and active duty personnel are stationed here. Naval Station Norfolk, the largest U.S. Navy base in the world, has a significant number of Filipino sailors, officers, and military families. In addition to military ties, many Filipinos work in government, technology, and healthcare, particularly in Washington, D.C., just across the border. Virginia's affordable housing, high-quality education, and strong economy make it an attractive destination for Filipino families. The Filipino Festival in Richmond and Philippine Independence Day celebrations in Virginia Beach bring thousands together to honor their heritage. With a growing job market and a vibrant community, Virginia remains a top choice for Filipinos seeking career opportunities and a great place to raise a family. 9. New Jersey. New Jersey is home to 130,000 Filipinos, many of whom commute to New York City for jobs in finance, medicine, and technology. The state offers proximity to New York and Philadelphia while providing a lower cost of living than the city. Filipinos have been in New Jersey since the early 1900s, with many originally working in nursing, engineering, and education. Today, cities like Jersey City, Edison, and Bergenfield are filled with Filipino-owned businesses, churches, and restaurants. Did you know that Bergenfield, New Jersey, is over 20% Filipino? That makes it one of the most Filipino-dominated cities in the entire U.S. The Filipino-American Friendship Festival in Jersey City is also one of the largest Filipino cultural events on the East Coast, attracting thousands every year. With top-ranked schools, strong job opportunities, and a well-established Filipino network, New Jersey remains a top location for Filipinos looking for big city access without the sky-high costs. 8. Florida. With 143,000 Filipinos, Florida has become a top choice for Filipino immigrants and retirees. Its warm climate and beachside lifestyle make it an attractive alternative to the Philippines. Cities like Tampa, Orlando, Miami, and Jacksonville have growing Filipino populations, with many working in healthcare, tourism, and the military. Orlando Health and Tampa General Hospital employ thousands of Filipino nurses and doctors, while U.S. Navy bases in Jacksonville and Pensacola have large Filipino-American communities. Florida's affordability, no state income tax, and lower housing costs make it a prime destination for both young families and retirees. The annual PhilFest in Tampa, one of the largest Filipino festivals in the U.S., brings thousands together for food, dance, and music. With a strong economy, growing job market, and thriving Filipino culture, Florida continues to be a top destination for Filipinos seeking a better life in the U.S. 7. New York. New York is home to 145,000 Filipinos, primarily in New York City, Long Island, and nearby New Jersey suburbs. The Filipino presence in New York dates back to the early 1900s, but immigration surged after the 1965 Immigration Act, bringing thousands of Filipino nurses, engineers, and business professionals in search of better opportunities. Today, Filipinos play a crucial role in healthcare, finance, media, and hospitality. Hospitals like New York Presbyterian and Mount Sinai Medical Center employ thousands of Filipino nurses and medical staff. Filipinos have also made a name for themselves in New York's food scene, with authentic Filipino restaurants like Jeepney, Maharlika, and Tito Rad's Grill serving classic dishes. One of the most spectacular events is the Philippine Independence Day Parade on Madison Avenue, the largest Filipino celebration on the East Coast, drawing over 100,000 attendees each year. Despite the high cost of living, many Filipinos stay because of the diverse job market, world-class education, and vibrant Filipino community. Whether working in hospitals, Wall Street offices, or Broadway theaters, Filipinos in New York are thriving in the city that never sleeps. 6. Nevada. With 167,000 Filipinos, Nevada has one of the fastest-growing Filipino populations in the U.S. The majority, over 90%, live in Las Vegas, making it the state's Filipino hub. So, why is Las Vegas such a magnet for Filipinos? Employment, affordability, and a strong community. The casino, hotel, and entertainment industries provide thousands of jobs, especially for chefs, hotel staff, and nurses. Sunrise Hospital and Medical Center employs a significant number of Filipino healthcare professionals to meet Nevada's high demand for skilled nurses. Las Vegas is also a hotspot for Filipino food with popular chains like Jollibee, Chowking, and Goldilocks, along with countless Turo eateries. Cultural events like Pista sa Nayan Festival and Philippine Independence Day celebrations bring thousands of Filipinos together every year. Another major draw? Nevada has no state income tax and offers affordable housing compared to neighboring California. With a strong job market, warm climate, and thriving Filipino community, Nevada continues to attract Filipinos looking for a fresh start in the U.S. 5. Illinois. Illinois is home to 172,000 Filipinos, with Chicago being the heart of the state's Filipino community. Filipino migration to Illinois began in the early 1900s, but the biggest wave arrived after 1965, when many Filipinos came as medical professionals, filling critical roles in Chicago's expanding hospitals. Today, thousands of Filipino nurses and healthcare workers contribute to Illinois' top-tier medical facilities, including Northwestern Memorial Hospital and Rush University Medical Center. Filipino culture is deeply rooted in Albany Park and Skokie, where you'll find Filipino restaurants, stores, and community centers. The annual Philippine Independence Day Parade in downtown Chicago is one of the biggest Filipino celebrations in the Midwest, drawing thousands of attendees. Despite Chicago's harsh winters, many Filipinos thrive here due to a strong job market, relatively affordable housing, and a tight-knit Filipino network. Illinois remains one of the top destinations in the Midwest for Filipinos seeking both opportunity and cultural richness. 4. Washington. Washington state is home to 180,000 Filipinos, with the largest communities in Seattle, Tacoma, and Bellevue. The Filipino presence in Washington dates back to the early 1900s, when Filipinos worked in Alaska's fishing industry and Washington's lumber mills. During World War II, many Filipinos enlisted in the U.S. military and later settled in the Pacific Northwest. Today, the Filipino-American community is thriving in industries like healthcare, aviation, and tech. Many Filipinos work at Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, while major companies like Microsoft, Boeing, and Amazon employ Filipino professionals in engineering, software, and logistics. Seattle's Beacon Hill neighborhood has a strong Filipino presence, with Filipino-owned restaurants, churches, and community centers celebrating Filipino heritage. The annual Pista sa Nayan Festival is one of the largest Filipino events in the state, bringing thousands together. With its growing Filipino population, thriving job market, and stunning landscapes, Washington continues to be a top choice for Filipinos seeking a prosperous life in the U.S. 3. Texas. Texas has seen explosive growth in its Filipino population, now numbering 234,000 and counting. Unlike California and Hawaii, which have long histories with Filipino immigration, Texas has become a top destination in just the last 20 years due to its booming economy, lower cost of living, and diverse job market. Major cities like Houston, Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio have large Filipino communities, with many working in healthcare, oil, and technology. The Texas Medical Center in Houston, one of the largest in the world, employs thousands of Filipino nurses and medical professionals. In Dallas-Fort Worth, the Filipino population has grown by over 50% in the last decade. Despite Texas's vast size, Filipinos have created tight-knit communities, with Filipino-owned businesses, churches, and organizations thriving. The annual Philippine Independence Day Festival in Houston draws thousands, featuring Filipino music, dance, and food. With low taxes, affordable housing, and a strong pro-business environment, Texas is quickly becoming a Filipino powerhouse. 2. Hawaii. Hawaii is home to 385,000 Filipinos, making up 9% of the state's total population, the highest percentage in any U.S. state. But why do so many Filipinos call Hawaii home? It all started in 1906, when the first 15 Filipino workers arrived to work on Hawaii's sugarcane plantations. Over the next 30 years, thousands more arrived, shaping Hawaii's economy and culture. Today, Filipinos are deeply embedded in Hawaiian society, excelling in healthcare, education, and politics. In fact, Filipino-Americans are the largest Asian ethnic group in Hawaii, surpassing even the Japanese and Chinese populations. Cities like Honolulu, Waipahu, and Eva Beach have strong Filipino communities, with Waipahu being over 50% Filipino, one of the highest concentrations in the U.S. The annual Filipino Fiesta and widespread Filipino food chains like Jollibee, Goldilocks, and Turo Turo eateries make Hawaii feel like a second home for many Filipinos. 1. California. With an astounding 1,688,500 Filipinos, California has the largest Filipino population in the U.S., accounting for nearly 40% of all Filipinos in the country. The first wave of Filipino immigrants arrived in California in the 1920s, working in farms and seafood canneries. After the 1965 Immigration Act, the Filipino population exploded, particularly in Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Francisco. Today, Daly City, nicknamed Little Manila, has a Filipino population of over 33%, the highest percentage in any U.S. city. Filipinos thrive in healthcare, technology, and business, with thousands working as nurses, engineers, and entrepreneurs. With its rich Filipino heritage, endless job opportunities, and warm climate, California remains the undisputed #1 choice for Filipinos in America. Filipinos have made a lasting impact in these 10 states, bringing their culture, work ethic, and strong sense of community. Which state surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more amazing content. Thanks for watching.